word to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Thank you.
My fellow Americans, I want to speak to you tonight.
You are all gonna be broke and die poor, lol. Me and the government will make millions as we export your job to some 11-year-old Chinese kid who's getting paid in Robux.
Ever since 1970, the standard of living has been decreasing in the United States of America. That means you, yes you, are objectively poorer than people in the 80s. I mean, people, they can't even afford a house anymore. How am I going to store my gallons and tons of bitches that I have without a house? I mean, most people nowadays, they can't even afford to live. Minimum wage doesn't even pay you enough to eat. I mean, without bread, how am I supposed to get bitches? So this graph shows the real, hourly earnings of each person, and we can clearly see that around 1970, they have stagnated, while at the same time, their production or the amount of money that they give to the economy or to the company or the government which they work for has increased a lot. So people nowadays are a lot more productive, but they're earning a lot less. Now we can clearly see that people are not getting paid as much as they really should be. Now, there are a multitude of reasons for this. One of the most major reasons is globalization, or outsourcing of jobs to other countries. Normally, if a company doesn't pay a worker enough money, the worker will just leave. And this will be bad for the company, since the company does not have that many workers to actually use. However, with globalization, you now have the entire world as workers to use. For example, if Americans won't work for $2 an hour at a factory, they can just move to India, and the Indians will work for $2 an hour in a factory, and the Americans just won't have a job. So people nowadays are just so easily replaceable, companies just don't have to pay them the fee for not being replaceable. Man, there's a lot of people on this planet. 8 billion. Now, the world's population has almost doubled since, I believe, in 1991, when it was around 4 billion. Now, more people means there must be more jobs to accommodate those said people. However, that's not the case. When there are more people, there should be more jobs to accommodate said people. However, the opposite has actually happened. Now, with automations, robots do your work for you, while you can sit around and do nothing and play Fortnite all day. An example of this would be factory work, which used to be very common, but now with automation, almost all of it is done by machines, and there's very little human interaction within factories. The United States government, using the intellectual capacity of the average Reddit user, decided around 1970 to deindustrialize and export all the factories to China. Anyway, so in conclusion, deindustrialization, globalization, and population growth has caused the decrease of standard living within the Western society, which could have irreversible effects upon its future and its current state, which I'll be discussing in further videos. Thanks for watching. This didn't take that long. It was like 2 days maybe, but whatever. I think it's a pretty good video, so peace.
What's up, bitches? Today I am here to announce further restrictions on beef production, as the ADL told me it causes cancer or something. I don't care. Instead, you will be eating soy-infused bugs. I love bugs. Furthermore, I will be continuing to screw over your lives by overworking you and underpaying you. Don't worry, at least I brought back some junky basketball player.